Update number one on my cryptocurrency trash to treasure challenge. Hi, I'm John McNeil, and this is the Invest Strong Network. Welcome. So, last week I told Invest Strong viewers about this grand scheme I have of taking the funds that I have made over the last 8 years or so from collecting and selling scrap metals and investing them into the cryptocurrency markets. So I began that project a couple of days ago, and it is complete. At least the first round of it is complete. I want to give you an update on how I did this and my thoughts on the whole thing. Okay, so the amount that we're talking about is roughly 200, I'm sorry, $2,250. So a very modest amount. And I am, as Invest Strong viewers know, a very conservative, old fashioned stock, bond, mutual fund investor with a heavy leaning towards dividend paying stocks. So I have been quite skeptical of this whole cryptocurrency stuff, and I won't go into the details why here. I encourage everyone to perhaps view some of my previous vids on cryptocurrencies, and that would explain it all. But I felt that I could dabble into this as a part of the trash to treasure challenge. So, with this amount, $2,250, I opened an account using the platform Gemini. Now, I found Gemini to be easy breezy to use. I mean, I was able to register and open an account in less than 30 minutes, right? And I am not a tech savvy guy, right? And using my phone, I was able to open a Gemini account and begin acquiring the cryptocurrencies I had almost immediately. Now, Gemini very wisely put a $1,000 daily limit on acquisitions. Now, I don't know if they did that specifically for my account or if that's their standard pattern, but I certainly thought that was a wise decision because I mean, obviously, you have people who they hear these amazing returns from cryptocurrency ownership and trading, and their minds begin to boggle, and they rush and put their life savings into this stuff. And Gemini, and I'm going to assume the government also, they don't want that stuff like that going on, and wisely so, right? So after looking at my overall bank account, once I got the two linked, the Gemini account and the bank account linked up, they put a $1,000 daily limit on my purchases. Okay, fine. So uh, I had done some research prior to this, and what I originally wanted to do was to take my $2,250 and basically chop it up into five cryptocurrencies that were heavily researched and put some kind of even amount in each one. But Gemini's platform did not offer some of the coins that I was originally interested in. So I wanted to acquire Solana and Cardona along with Stellar and XRP, of which the Gemini platform trades neither of those, right? So once I got registered, I had to kind of rejiggle my portfolio preference. But uh, Gemini had plenty of other cryptocurrencies that could fill the vacuum left by the ones that they did not have, right? And so at the end of the day, I ended up settling on seven preferred cryptocurrencies, and I had to do a little finagling with the math to make it come out even. So the initial trash to treasure challenge, my holdings look something like this: $450 into Bitcoin, $450 into Litecoin, $450 into Ethereum, $450 into Polygon, $250 into Tezos, that's Tezos, $100 into Terra, that's Terra, and $100 in Shiba Inu, which I'm sure most viewers are familiar with. Now, so that's all added up to $2,250, and so I'm going to hold this for the period of 1 year, and I'm going to make reviews and post updates on how it's all turning out. Now, so what are my thoughts on this initial project? Well, I will say that, as I mentioned previously, wow, this was rather easy to do. Because, see, I really thought that I was going to have to go through a very complex structure of, setting up a crypto wallet and then doing this stuff and transferring the stuff into the wallet. And it's just, I don't have time for all that. I really don't. And I would much prefer like my stock and mutual fund holdings. You go, you buy the stuff, you can hold it on the platform and then you liquidate it when you feel like it, right? I mean, that's kind of what I've gotten used to and what I was expecting. And Gemini, in fact, gives you the opportunity to do exactly that. All right. Now, one thing that I have noticed, and of course, I knew this going in, but perhaps surprised me even more once you got into it, is just how volatile this stuff really is. So I have, in structuring this portfolio, this is actually a pretty conservative and modest portfolio as cryptocurrencies go, right? I intentionally chose to avoid the new coins, the wildly speculative coins, the ones that just have no foundation or just anything to it at all. And there are what I call wing and a prayer crypto coins. I tried to avoid all of those. In fact, really, the only way I think I could have gone any more conservative than this selection is if I just invested completely in stable coins. And those stable coins are basically cryptocurrencies that are pegged to the price of a fiat currency, usually the US dollar, right? Well, for the purpose of this particular project, I felt that I would need to go more aggressive than that. So I did not elect to go with the stable coins, but I would not do the wildly speculative coins either, right? But even with this rather modest portfolio, the price shifts on a daily and hourly basis is really unbelievable. So just in the last day or so, I could have, depending upon which point of the day that I elected to chime in to my account, I could have been down by $90 in my portfolio, which is roughly 12% from where I started, or I could have been up by 6%, depending upon what time of the day that I checked it and how the market reacted in that period of time. Wow, that's some real volatility. And in the overall crypto markets, those were not really days of immense volatility, right? So the days of immense, incredible volatility, where some of these cryptos may shoot up or drop by 25, 30% a day, I have not experienced yet, right? So this stuff is certainly not for the faint of heart. It is not for retirement accounts or anything like that. In fact, any money manager uh, outfit out there that would put this stuff in a retirement account, they should be stripped of their license immediately, right? I mean, this stuff is not for persons who need to hold on to funds, who need stability, and no, sir, no, sir. This stuff is strictly, in my opinion, this stuff is strictly monopoly money to be played with, right? And if you don't mind losing, like I certainly don't mind losing the $2,250. I mean, I'm not saying I want to do that, but I'm saying I certainly don't. It wouldn't end my world if that happened. Those are really the only persons who should be fooling with cryptocurrencies. All right, so those are my initial experiences. I'll keep my viewers updated through the course of 2022 as I add to the portfolio, as I sell more scrap metal, and I'll just let you know how it all turns out. And remember, this vid and this series of vids are basically for highly conservative, skeptical investors who have not tried cryptocurrencies and this is their first dabble into it. I'm kind of laying a template for you to let you know what you can expect going forward. I chose Gemini, the Gemini platform, for my account. There are lots of others out there: Coinbase, Celsius, a bunch of them, right? But this is the one I chose, Gemini, and it looks pretty good so far. Now, one thing I did want to add: Gemini has kind of high fees, right? But the point is this: these cryptocurrencies are so volatile that really the fee structure is neither here nor there as far as I can see, right? So even though they may take 1.5 or 2% of your initial investment, the reality is these cryptocurrencies move like that, a 2 or 1.5 or 2% move in half an hour, right? So it just really, it's really of no consequences as far as I could tell. Now, other persons may be sensitive to it. I'm not, but just wanted to lay that out there for my viewers. All right. So if you found this vid interesting and informative, hit that thumbs up button. Do it for me. Yay! I love thumbs up. Also, leave a comment. I want to know your thoughts on cryptocurrency investing, and perhaps there's something I could learn, because I am a newbie, so certainly. And of course, subscribe. Please subscribe to Invest Strong. I'd appreciate it. Thank you so much, friends, and good blessings.